I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right, 97.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The 20. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Another try for Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And the Niners Chargers get there and bring him down. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Diggs going in motion right. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. Max Crosby buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the double.
In motion, the tight end. Now back to throw. That's complete to Turner. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Diggs in motion left. 2nd and 11. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Justin Jefferson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on second and long. Fields. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Out of the gun, Fields. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Diggs going in motion right. On second down, Jacobs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Turner.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there? Able to shut them down.
Take the points. Take the points.
Let's go now. Slide through. Hustle, hustle.
Diggs going in motion right. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Fields throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor. And that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off.
He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns.
I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
In motion goes the tight end. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 2nd and 9 now. Turner is there for another one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
Red, yellow. Red.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 27. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And credit the tackle to Percy Butler. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys, because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability, it was at the forefront on that one.
This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Max Crosby bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be third and forever. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll drop to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Here we go, set.
They go with Jacobs. Dances by him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one brought in by... Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's got a man. Complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and the Niners are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprise back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Back to throw, Fields. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So the victory here for San Francisco. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number